We're talking turkey here this week, and you're invited to come along and talk some barbecue with us. Barbecue.
Gobble, gobble, gobble. It's time.
Fire it up.
Fire it up.
From the birthplace of American barbecue, the low country of South Carolina. Are you looking okay?
I don't know.
I like the apron. Happy Thanksgiving, or at least holiday time.
Gobble, 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 gobble.
It's time to, oh, we need our, we've got something cool. I'm cooking. If you smell that, do you smell?
What is that? That smells like turkey.
A little
Bill.
turkey is on the grill,
What?
and we'll look at it
Hey, we're having
earlier
turkey
today.
Live
yeah,
on
bring those on.
Great TV from, where are we at? Mount Pleasant, South
To kind
Carolina.
of celebrate, I did a beer can turkey, so that's why I brought us some extra. We're going to have a fun night.
Awesome.
I brought us some.
Ain't nothing better than oil can, Bill. It's about time somebody started bringing
Oil
some
can.
real beer to this.
So, cheers to you. You know, we usually go about a beer in length. This one might be.
This one.
We got to talk some turkey.
We got to drink some beer. Well, yeah.
But yeah, I was working on the turkey earlier. About 11.5-pound turkey. It's cooking now. It probably has. If you see any big flames shooting out of that grill.
Stop, right?
What temperature does it say?
325 to 350, Bill.
That's probably okay.
I would think it'd be fine.
Smells good. So what I did, got the turkey, gave it a nice little spice rub inside and out.
Good.
Violated it with a big can of Foster's.
Did you drink the Foster's first?
I drank about that much.
Oh, you got to drink more than that. Come on, you're not
And
going to
then
eat with
poured
that
some
much.
spices in
In the can.
the can.
Sweet.
And put a pan underneath and offset it with the temperature high on one side and off on the other side on the gas grill.
That's right.
And put some pecan wood chips.
Oh, excellent.
And a pan underneath so it's not going to flare up with anything.
And when will it be done?
And I've rotated it one time before you guys showed up here.
Oh.
So probably another hour.
Another hour.
In fact, probably through the miracle of video, it's probably ready right now over what we're saying. You can see that. Look at it. Look how good that looks.
Yummy.
And we've already eaten it by the time people are seeing this. But I thought that was cool for Thanksgiving, a Foster's can.
Happy Thanksgiving, brother. We're gonna need it coming down.
Lots of different ways to do turkey. Let's get to a little letter here, and then we'll talk about some poultry in just a minute. Letter is from Mitch from Canoga Park, California.
Hey, Mitch.
I'm fairly new to barbecue. I'm using a Brinkman water smoker, which I guess is what I got over there.
Oh, yeah.
I have used charcoal and wood chunks, also wood chunks alone, and have read that I only need about 2 chunks only with charcoal and never wood alone, or you'll over smoke.
Right.
What is our take on this matter?
Take. Oh, we have a take. Being a
actually, I know the Brinkman, so I could give you some.
You're kind of you would be the certified expert in Brinkman grilling. Then I started my whole barbecue career on a Brinkman grill, water smoker, and we'll answer the question as best as we can. The Brinkman smoker will teach you fire control. There's no doubt about it. It's charcoal wise. It needs some modifications done to it. If you want to see the modifications, certainly get on the internet, Google up Brinkman mods, and you can see some things that you
people will put their.
There are things that you can do with it to make it burn a little bit better, a little bit easier. One of them is to increase the amount of holes in the charcoal pan to get the oxygen moving through there.
Yeah, there's just kind of little fins.
Yeah, they're really not that much to it. The other way is to put a bigger water pan in it so that you can block that heat a little bit more. But I'll tell you, it's not a very efficient cooker. It's not real tight. Therefore, it's going to be hard to control the temperature in it. Cookers that are hard to control temperature in, notoriously, you have to build a smaller fire. Certainly look up the Minion method of charcoal and fire use, where you have a pile of charcoal and you put some lit charcoal on the other side and allow it to burn across, so you can get a little bit more time and a little bit more energy out of the burn.
Well, I've seen the snake burner too. When you talk about things like that, let me ask you: is it okay to have unlit charcoal. Is there anything that's funky that burns off from freshly lit, or don't you want to start with it with a little white ash? And
There usually isn't most of the time, Bill, because the fire, usually you put the fire to one side and it's not really combusting at a huge rate. It is producing some smoke, and that's why I don't use regular charcoal Kingsford Blue Bag, because it has a lot of anthracite coal in it at a low temperature. It does tend to smolder, and that coal flavor does seem to come out. But certainly all the natural lump charcoals and all of the natural briquette charcoals don't have those binders in it, and are a lot better for using the minion method to go across, because you're not really getting that smolder. The best thing I can say is make sure you have a clean fire, and no matter what smoker you're using, even the Brinkmann water smokers. And yes, you don't need but a chunk or two of wood on there, but you're going to need a chunk or two of wood on there every hour or so. Or two.
I'll throw in a little handful of chips
to keep the smoke rolling. Now you don't want to have this huge smoking bullet smokers on your back patio where all the neighbors are watching and wondering what the heck is on fire in your patio. So be careful. Burn a clean fire. Smoke has a lot of dirt in it. As the fire burns, as the fire burns hotter, the impurities will burn off a little faster. So you get a good product. I'm not going to say you won't get a good product out of that whole idea. Used the Brinkmann water smoker for a couple of years. Really taught me a lot about basics of fire control and using that kind of a cooker.
And I use the electric too.
The electric is shoot, man. If I'd have known there was an electric version out there, who knows where I would have been.
Let's do show off some great plates here, and we're talking poultry.
Poultry.
We'll get into turkey more, but this is from Don Manchester.
Oh.
Look at this chicken with spread wings.
Awesome.
On the grill, and other chicken done in his Brinkmann two-door upright smoker. Speaking of that, two-door. I don't know. Okay, a two-door. So nice little blue plate special there. And then this one, another great plate coming from Chuck Ripple in Virginia. And since we're talking turkey, look at that.
Man, look at that. That is a boneless turkey breast that he did, and that looks absolutely fantastic.
Boneless.
That's what it says. I believe that's
what
it says.
And he brined it and then put it on the big green egg about 2 hours, low and slow. Maverick Probe wireless thermometer, which he says we featured.
And we featured the Maverick Probe and Finney.
Keeps track of the temperatures, and got about an hour before the meat gets to 165. He'll foil wrap it, then the meat comes up to 170. He says, good stuff. Thanks for the great shows and tips. I will use,
that's awesome.
Okay, so that's boneless.
Boneless.
I will use without the wings and just the breast.
The turkey breast.
For rotisserie.
That makes a great product. I prefer to cook a turkey breast most of the time. It's easy, it's small. Mary and I just don't have the wherewithal to, put down an 11-pound turkey. And, so we just kind of keep the turkey area small. That's a great, you can take a turkey breast and pull it off like you do regular pork, add a little bit of a nice vinegar sauce. It'll make great barbecue, too. It really is a tasty, tasty product.
Well, since we're talking poultry, let's go with
let's do it.
Our gadgets. We got two things. Let's go with the twine.
The twine?
We'll use that for another show.
All right.
The twine today. Actually, I got some.
We were going to tie Tony up and truss him, but
why don't we
just for the heck of it?
Do you know how to truss a turkey?
Do I know how to truss a turkey? Well, yeah. You buy the trussing kit. That I usually do is buy the trussing kit from my local grocery store. It has the pins in it, and then as you you set the pins in, and then you stuff your turkey, and then lace the pin, start on one end and lace it up.
Is that the actual, like the stitches is like trussing, or is it where you, Tony, come over here.
It's got the pins.
All right. So that is, I actually tried to get trussing twine today at the grocery store.
Yeah.
And so you got to be careful not to use like nylon.
Yeah, use 100% cotton twine. I buy mine at the.
Stand right there.
I do buy mine at the big box in the.
If Tony were a turkey.
Area. If Tony was a turkey.
How would you truss him?
Well, you put.
Or would you?
You usually tuck the wings under around the back, and then you bring the legs.
Oh, so you put them up like that.
Yeah. You take those and you tuck them around the back, and that gets the wings out of the way, and actually gives the turkey a chance to. There you go. Just like that
is very turkey-like.
That's very turkey-like.
All right, so you get the elbows like.
I can't believe we're tying the cameraman up. That's awesome.
Yeah, this is going to be the rest of the show. Okay, so then you cinch that up. Is there a certain knot you do?
I just tie a regular old knot. Actually, I tie a little quick slip knot in there so I can just pull the string and it comes apart.
And I see some of these guys will use like one piece of string and do everything.
Yeah, well, yeah, those are the guys that really have it going on there. We're tying Tony.
So we'll
up.
do that, and then the drumsticks.
There's always a flap of skin or two flaps of skin that come together right there at the body cavity. You usually.
I'm not going to mess. All right, I'm out. No, I'm not messing with the body cavity. Go ahead, work the camera.
You bring those legs up and you cross them, and usually you tie a little string around there, and that brings everything up and together. Then you use this little sewing thing to close the cavity up, especially if you got stuffing inside the bird.
But that's more. You can't stuff a turkey on the grill.
No, it's not really a good idea, especially if you're cooking low and slow. You can do it on the grill. It's all a temperature function, you know.
And although when you're rotisserie-ing, I would want to probably pull some things in tight. I was reading just a second ago about turkeys and on the grill, and people have tinkered with pulling the legs in and
Sure.
trussing it up on the grill, but actually it would add about 15 minutes when you truss it up tight.
Yeah.
To the cook time, which would actually screw up the breast meat.
Right.
So they were suggesting don't mess with it.
I actually prefer to cut my turkey just as you would a chicken. You can spatchcock it if you want to and cut it in half and cook it half and half, or you can take it completely apart, more or less stacking it up on your grill so that you have all the dark meat on top. Because everything kind of, in a turkey, if you really want to cook a turkey the right way, you really want to get full, cool flavor out of your turkey, the dark meat will get done quicker, or the white meat will get done quicker than the dark meat will. So it kind of needs to come out of the heat, and then you let the dark meat kind of finish up. And it really does produce a better bird if that's what you're doing at home. There's nothing wrong. Nothing that says you have to, cook a whole turkey every time you cook a turkey. Cut it up, cut it in half. Get your butcher to cut it in half for you and freeze half. Certainly now is the time right now at this time of the year. Turkey's going to get down cheap. I would say turkeys probably get down around 59, 69 cents a pound this year. Buy a couple.
So turkeys actually get cheaper at Thanksgiving time.
Correct.
Which is rare. You'd think because the demand is up, they'd gouge you.
The killers are, the processors are processing. They've been doing their thing probably for the last couple of months, getting turkeys ready to go to market. But the reason why the turkeys are so cheap is because the grocery stores want you to come in and buy your turkey at that grocery store, so they call it a loss leader. So they'll go ahead and mark it down to 59 cents a pound. That brings you in to buy your turkey. And of course, while you're there, you'll buy everything else that goes along with your Thanksgiving dinner. And that's the idea behind the marketing of making turkey 39 cents a pound, or whatever they're going to make it. Ingredients?
Our ingredient is actually a turkey today, right?
Is it?
Did you have a...
I have some other stuff. I have a recipe for you.
Okay.
If you want to try.
Yeah, let's try it.
We start with white Zinfandel. This is a cheap white Zinfandel. I got it at the big box for $2.50. I think I paid for it. A sub out for white Zinfandel if you are not crazy about using wine in your daily cooking habits is to use grape juice. Don't use purple, use white grape juice, but you need some kind of a grape. 1 part juice, 1 part real butter. Don't use the margarine, of course. We're at Thanksgiving time. It's okay to every once in a while splurge. Equal part white Zinfandel and butter, and an equal part of hot sauce of your favorite choice. I like Texas Pete because it comes through an injection needle with no problem at all. Mm-hmm. 1 part, 1 part, 1 part. Put it in a saucepan. Melt the butter. Add the ingredients. Let it simmer for a minute, and shoot that bugger into your turkey. And I'm telling you, you can't get a better injection mix than this one right here. I've been using it for years. I swear by it. I use it all the time. But the trick to it, and this is today's technique tip if you want to call it that, when you're injecting a turkey, don't go around the outside. Inject your turkey from the cavity out. In other words, get it in there and inject it on the inside, and try to stay out from puncturing the skin and getting on the outside so that juice runs this way. You want to kind of keep it in and try to keep it all contained inside. So create your holes from the inside out, and that's
inject from the inside out
when
it comes to turkey. Now, for this beaver in the rear turkey that I did.
It doesn't get better.
Did I need to violate? Did I need to? Did I need to brine that first?
No, you didn't necessarily need to brine your turkey. Most turkeys today are enhanced. If you have a non-enhanced turkey, certainly I recommend brining it. You can brine turkey anytime, but quite frankly, your local producer has filled it up full of salt.
Yeah,
anyway.
it looked like it was said like 8%.
Yeah, there's a bunch of it in there
and
anyway.
then you had this steam in it. So
Just doing its thing.
I have not. Let's
You
dig
did
into
good.
that turkey, and that's it. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Without a doubt, happy Thanksgiving. If you want to try something really good, smoke it for a couple hours and drop it in a fryer, baby, because real men fry turkeys.
We'll see you next time. Keep checking back. GreatTV.com.
Absolutely. In the world today, it's almost imperative that we buy local, think global, stay sustainable, and every chance you get. It's the holidays, man. Hug your mama.